everyone. Here we are with some math again today, and this is our last math lesson in this unit. So after this one, we've got a little bit of a break for math, and then you will return all of your math work to school tomorrow. So that'll be another drop off your old work and pick up your new work day. So let's work through this last lesson together, and then we'll be all set for the day. So this is lesson 9-9, and you'll need some crayons. So if you want to pause the video to go get your crayons, you can do that, and then I'll wait. All right, boys and girls, if you have your crayons and pencils ready, we can get started. Now this first little bit is me showing you some things. So today we're going to be making a graph to compare numbers. We've learned about counting numbers to 10 and showing them on 10 frames and in math addition problems. Today we're going to learn how to color in pictures to solve word problems. So if I look at this graph, I wish I had you boys and girls here so I could have you actually tell me what your favorite colors are, but I just took a guess. And if you look at this graph, you're going to see purple, green, and red. Now, which color do you think was liked by the most people? Right, if you said purple, you're right, because there are more purple than any other crayon color. Which color was the least? That means the smallest. Green, very good. Well, this is a graph, and it's a quick way to show results. I could also put in my numbers over here, and there were 5 purples. That's right, 3 greens and 4 red. I can use numbers to show the greatest, the least, and even the in-between. But sometimes a graph can show you quickly. At a quick look, you can see how things compare. Well, let's turn over this paper. That was pretty quick on the front. If you want to later, at the end, or even now, you could pause the video and you could color in those colors. You could even change it if you want to. So if you like green the best and wanted that one to win, you could color it in to be the most. But for now, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to talk about the rest of your assignment today. Now at the top, there's a picture, and I see cats and dogs running around in the yard. If we want to compare cats and dogs, we might make a graph. But the first thing we probably have to do is count them. Now, it's kind of tricky to see cats and dogs running all over, so let's do a little circling. And if we circle the cats, we can see them better. How many cats are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. On the graph, I colored in, or they colored in, 4 cats to show that we have 4 cats running around in the yard. Now we can count the animals that aren't circled because those are the dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the graph, we're going to color in 6 dogs. They are teeny tiny. I'll do my best to be careful. And this is 4. If you want to color in yours, you can. And one more. Make 6. If I want to see very quickly which animal I have more of, cats or dogs, I can look and see that the line, the column, the row for dogs is much more. And this little crab is saying I can look back and check, and we've already done that. Now let's move on to the middle part of the page. We have our cats and dogs running around in the yard. So we're going to plan, first of all, how can I find how many of each animal there are? Just like in the picture above, I circled the cats. So that helps me separate them so I know how to count. I see this is a dog and a dog. Here's a cat. So we're going to circle this cat. And there's another cat. So you can take a pencil and circle the cats. Now let's count how many cats we circled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can grab a crayon. I grabbed orange because that's what this color kitty looks like. And we're going to color in 4 cats. If at any time you want to pause and stop the video so you can color, you can do that and then push play again when you're caught up. So we have 4 cats that are colored in, and we're going to write the number 4 right here. Now let's look at the dogs and we'll count them. They don't have a circle around it, so we can see them a little more quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to write a number 6 over here so I don't forget how many dogs I found. And now I'm going to color them in, and I chose brown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do the best you can. I know these are tiny little dogs. You won't be able to stay in the line completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more makes 6. Now, the last thing I'd like you to do on this page is circle the animal that has more. There are a few ways you can look at this. You can look at the numbers to see which number is more. And I know that 6 is the greater number. Or I can look at the graph. And the cats don't have as many as the dogs. So the dogs have more, and I'm going to circle a picture of the dog. Let's do one more together. This time I have dog dishes. So let's start with the red. I think we'll be able to see red very plainly compared to the green, so let's just count red dog dishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here we're going to write a 5. And now let's color in 5 red dog dishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll give you a moment to see if you can catch up. I know I worked kind of quickly, but you can always pause, and hopefully I'll be giving you enough time to catch up. Now let's see if we can count the green dog dishes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll write a number 4 in this space. So now we not only have a number to show how many, but we're also going to look at the picture or the graph to compare. And now we need to color in 4 green dog dishes. Just little circles. I know it's a tiny little picture and sometimes our crayons are kind of thick, but just do the best you can. The main idea is to be able to look at the graph and to quickly see how they compare. Now, I have a different question for you on this picture and in this graph. I would like you to circle which bowl has fewer. Which row has fewer dog dishes? Did you circle the green? Very good job. Now, that was our lesson to talk about, and this is your homework for today. Please put your name at the top, right up here, and this is 9-9. I'm going to talk you through this assignment, but you're going to need to do it as I give you the directions. So I'm not going to show you the numbers or what to do. You're going to show me with your writing. All right, now the first one says, which has fewer? Remember, fewer means less, not as many, the smallest amount. Well, to plan what we're going to do, the first thing we need to do is look at the row for ducks. How many spaces are colored in to show how many ducks we have? And write that number right here. Now let's look at the fish. The fish are in this row. A square has been colored in for each fish that we have. So how many squares show the amount of fish that we have? And you're going to write that number right over here. Now there's a duck and there's a fish picture. I would like you to circle the picture that shows which has fewer. Which animal, the ducks or the fish, have fewer? All right, do you have that one? Let's move on to the bottom. Now the directions are which has more. So we're going to be thinking about that after we've filled in our numbers. This row shows how many turtles we have. A square has been colored in for each turtle that we have. So how many turtle squares are colored in? And write that number right here. Are you ready to move on? Do you have that number written? Okay. Now there are frogs. Count these squares and write that number right here. Now you have a number by the turtles and you have a number by the frog. Circle a picture of the animal that has more. So you're either going to circle the turtle or you're going to circle the frog. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this homework lesson. So this paper, when it's all done, will go in your white big envelope. And tomorrow, when somebody drops off your work, I will get to see all of these things that you have done. Good work, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.